Alright, once we have everything set out like this, before we get into the stitching part, let's also install some internal lines on the back side of the purse to create that interesting stitch effect we had a look at in the previous clip. So let's just go and grab our internal polygon tool and create internal lines like this, and again from this point to this point, and we are going to take our edit pattern tool, then choose any one of these internal lines, right click and choose offset as internal line, then in distance put 180 and just hit OK. Again select the line, right click, offset as internal line, distance 180. Now check this reverse direction and hit OK. Then select another line, right click, choose offset as internal lines, then distance 180 mm and check reverse direction and hit OK. Again select the line, right click, offset as internal line and just check off this reverse direction option. Now we are going to edit these lines so they are lying within the pattern with the help of our edit pattern tool. So select the line, drag it closer one point, then reduce the length and just drag it to the same position and just put the point on the pattern line. From this side do the same thing. Okay, then do the same for the rest of the lines. Okay, the line editing is done. Okay, now we are also going to putting some internal circle here at each of intersection. So we are going to take our internal circle tool. Let's zoom this. So we start drawing the circle from center and position it, then copy the circle, Ctrl C, Ctrl V and position it here, and let's copy the internal circle to all the intersection so we will be able to see better. Okay, so in the next step we will also change something in the object browser in the fabric tab, and we are going to rename it as avatar because this will be our avatar later, and we are also going to change the material of the fabric. So we are gonna scroll down in physical property and search for ACE full gain leather, this option. So the reason why I choose this material for our avatar is because it's very stiff material and it's going to give us nice shape of our avatar. Now before I start simulating, of course I need to connect everything with stitches. So let's grab our segment sieving tool and basically connect all the parts of our box. This part with this side with this side with this side, this side with this side. Just zoom it to see it in a better way. Stitch this side with this side. Now remember, if you are not sure how to connect everything, you can help yourself with the blue dots, clicking the areas in the 3D window and find the dot in the 2D window. Now I am also going to take a look in the 3D window if everything is alright. If any of the stitches is cross, reversed or maybe not even there, but it seems to be alright. Okay, and before we simulate, I am just going to freeze the bottom part of our purse. So just grab the transform pattern tool, select the bottom part, right click and freeze it. And let's try to simulate by pressing spacebar. As you can see, our material is really working wonders because it is very stiff. It's not even falling down. Next, we are going to play with the pressure. We are going to select all the patterns with our transform pattern tool, and under the property editor we are going to find the pressure settings, which can be found under simulation properties. Now we are going to play with this little bit. As you can see, I am not totally satisfied with the look, with the shape of our purse, because I think it's too inflated like a balloon. So I am going to change these pressure settings in minus. So make it lower and higher and observe the result. And when you are happy, just stop simulating. Press spacebar immediately once you achieve the shape that you want. So of course you don't want it look completely deflated, but of course you don't want it to look like a balloon either. So if I pump the pressure, just gets too inflated, so I am going to lower it and stop simulating at exactly the right times. So when I am happy with the shape, I just press spacebar to stop simulating. So now we have this kind of shape of our purse that we will be using, and we are going to select the patterns that are unfreeze. Right click and we are going to freeze them all. So this is our avatar. We will not be unfreezing the shape anymore because we are just going to be adding more patterns to it, which we will do in our next clip.